is faced with a dam which held an ocean of storms. Your mother would still be alive today if you didn't love that band so much.
I woke from a dream last night. I had wings.
Unnecessary funerals and depreciated human life.
I'm Selah B. You're watching the East by Southeast Spoken Word Showcase, and I'm here with Beth Cortez-Neavel. Glad to have you on the show.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
You're a first-timer to our show, so we have a virgin to the mic.
Ooh.
So I'm looking forward to hearing your poetry. I see you have a book with you.
I do. It's called On Breathing and Long Distance, and it's my lovely book of poetry that I just self-published.
Is this your first book?
It is my first book.
Well, tell me a little bit about it.
So this book is basically set in a couple of different parts, and it's supposed to be a journey that takes you from, becoming a person into relationships, into like feeling the relationship and being in the relationship, into losing the relationship, and then into a sort of rebirth at the end.
I think I've been through that before. Wow, I think
Most
a lot of
people
people
have
might be able to.
experienced
Yeah, I think they'll be able to identify with that. I also saw some pictures in there. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I had 4 wonderful photographers. They're all very strong ladies, and they contributed photos, and I paired them, one photo with each poem about. Some of the poems don't have photos with them, but
So
I tried to.
all your photographers are women?
Yes.
Okay, I like that. That's awesome. You were telling me that this book is going to be out for people to come by and see. What's going on? Tell me about that.
So I have a website,
Okay.
www.bethcortezneavel.com.
Okay.
And if you want more information, you can go there.
Visit that. Okay, awesome. What poems are you sharing with us today?
I'm going to share, I think, 7 maybe poems, and they go through all of the different sections. A lot of the poetry in this book is erotic and naughty, and so I'm not going to share any of those today. You're going to have to check that out for yourself.
So the kids don't have to hide. We
Yes.
don't have to hide the kids.
You don't have to hide your kids this time.
Okay, so that if you were to say I'm a poet, you would say maybe more the genre of erotica?
I go across all genres. I don't like to really label what poetry is going to come out of me next or where it's been.
Well, that's awesome. I have a hard time with erotica. Like even when other people are doing erotica, I'm the one who's embarrassed. Like my cheeks get red, and I'm like doo-doo-doo. So I'm really interested to see it. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm curious. This is her first time on the show, so let's check her out, Austin, Texas, together. I hope you enjoy.
What brave, strong women we are. What brave, strong women are we who cry in public, brushing away the hair from our sisters' faces? What brave, strong women are we, needing the touch of one another, needing the love more than the touch? What brave, strong women are we, walking in our mother's shoes, who walked in their mother's shoes, breaking through glass ceilings? What brave, strong women are we, carrying the child within our wombs, upon our breasts and upon our hips, forever carrying in our hearts? What brave, strong women are we, taking from the world our due without asking of the world why it takes from us? What strong, brave women we are. High altitudes. Walking through air like clean, cold water, sun-warmed back of legs, trees smelling of butterscotch toffee, click, click crickets through pine needles, fallen from trees, climbed like telephone poles, breathlessness like falling in love. It's almost time for dinner. 1. Sometimes you can sit in a graying hanging basket swing, so weathered by the years on St. Lawrence, on an island with pine trees so dense and hummingbirds so fast and small outside of the screened-in porch windows. And they are gone to the store. It is just you and the rain. Sometimes you can revel in the sound of boats churning the waves that will hit the lichen-covered rocks and kiss the toes of your feet as you inhale that unholy smoke and exhale into blue, waiting for dinner. Sometimes a blue and white sailboat will dock in your bay. When it's cast and the fishing line will tangle, the rain will come down all day and the oven will refuse to heat. And sometimes the world will call for writing, but all you can scribble is, I miss you, and I want you, and I absolutely need you. 2. Sometimes you can write a whole poem about just a droplet of rain on the end of a single pine needle, and how from far away it looks stagnant, hanging like the jewel on the end of an upside-down scepter. 3. Sometimes the Canadian sand between your copper-painted toenails can inspire a whole song of rebirth, and just so, the wind can blow kisses against your eardrums, so the goldfinch's tonal suggestions are not lost. Sometimes you can feel a whole novel well up in your chest and curdle in your brain, and then sit, waiting, rotting in your fingertips, because all that throws itself onto the page is how far away he is, how soft her lips are, how gentle his kisses, how warm her thighs, and how safe his arms when they held you before you left. How delicious her neck smelled as you nuzzled into it, how you wept when you found him not in your bed when you woke, how you didn't bathe for 2 days after she got on that plane because her scent was still all over you. 4. And sometimes all you want to do is drink your tea and watch the rain hit the dock and the boat that won't start and the lily pads above the catfish that won't bite, or sometimes just listen to the muted chirrups of soggy birds and think about the one you love and their smile and how it's not raining in Texas. And then, sometimes, all you can do is write and hope that the fish start biting soon because it's almost time for dinner. I am breathless. I am strong, solid, like a cast iron skillet of a woman. But when you surround me in your arms and press your heart against my cheek, but when you catch my glance from across the countertop and furrow your brow from my intensity, but when you hold my ankles down and tickle the soles of my feet until I kick you hard, but when you follow the cat under the table and emerge triumphant with a growling beast in your grasp, but when you hold me as I cry on your chest all evening and eventually realize my tears are what's wet on you, but when you and I hold small right and big left hands together and walk haphazardly all over the middle of the road, but when you take the first bite of spicy 3-hour curry and I wait to hear your opinion before I take my bite, but when you move inside me fast or slow, and we come together, sweat dripping off the tip of your nose above me, I am vulnerable, melted, like butter in a hot pan. Sex like space. I am floating in a constant orgasm. I am come and I am going insane. I am on the edge of every seat and am the hand shifting every throttle and am full speed ahead, and I am space jumping inside my own skin. Stars upon stars upon stars, swimming, weightless, upside down. Engage. Gravity is my ex-lover. I am floating in a constant orgasm. A child's fear. Was I ever afraid of thunder? Or was it just the storm clouds in my head that crashed against me in my cove of soft, warm blankets with my dying flashlight and my book of C.S. Lewis? Did I ever keep on the lights? Was it monsters under my bed, or was it my own fear of the dawn gnawing at my sleepy eyelids, staving off exhaustion with today in apprehension of tomorrow? Do not fear the dark. Do not fear the dark. Bask in its shadows. Dance through its cover as the night shields you from view. Beware, it will expose you, declare you to the world when your light is awoken, for you will be the brightest of all. Thanks.